Before we go any further, I want to highlight a distinction between lawyers who succeed and lawyers don't. And we're going to deal with this a little bit later in more detail. But the number one thing that will make a difference between you successfully developing your legal skills and you not successfully developing your legal skills is how committed you are to the process. So at this early stage, what I want to do is try and get your buy-in. Now, you don't need to communicate that to me. You can if you want, but you don't have to let me know. It's more important what's happening at your end. Are you committed to your development as a lawyer? Are you committed to growing in your areas of competency? Are you committed to exploring the legal skills that you might need to explore in order to serve your clients better and to do your job better? This is what distinguishes a lawyer who is successful, in my mind, from a lawyer who is unsuccessful. The lawyer who is committed to continual improvement throughout the entire duration of their legal career is readily going to outpace the lawyer who ever decides that they know enough, that they don't need to do any more, that they've learned everything there is to know, or that they're as good as they can be in a particular area. It is simply not the case that there is nothing left to learn, ever. There is always something left to learn. And even though I am delivering this course to you, I am also on a path of a commitment to constant improvement. So, what are you going to do that's going to help distinguish yourself and to ensure that that commitment maintains itself throughout the duration of your career? We're going to deal with some strategies that you can use to help you do that, but the difference is in the level of commitment. I'm not talking about head commitment here, and we're going to deal with that very soon. There's a big difference between saying, yes, I will absolutely do that, and then weeks and weeks and weeks pass and nothing happens. The commitment needs to be not just verbal or not even just a note. It needs to be something you do. Maybe you need to set aside time. Maybe you need to set aside a time of day. Maybe you need to get a journal. Something tangible needs to happen in order for you to actually be committed to this process. Because thinking about improving your legal skills and improving your legal skills are completely different things. You can watch as many YouTube videos as you want, and you can stuff your head with as much information as you want. And you can tell yourself as many fictional stories about how that is assisting you as you might like. But until you put the things you are stuffing in your head into action and actually utilize them as part of your legal career and your legal practice, you don't know if they're going to work for you. You don't know whether you are as good as them as what you might tell yourself. And you don't know the areas of refinement that you might need to explore, the things that you don't know, the things that you haven't been exposed to, until you start doing. So while some of these strategies might not be immediately attractive to you, or some of the areas of improvement you might think that you are already pretty skilled in and need to focus on something else, that's fine. But don't ever get to the point where you think that you have learned everything there is to do, or that there are no further changes you can make to the way you practice, the way you write letters, the way you develop relationships with people, the tools you use to help deliver efficient work. All of these things are areas of continual improvement, and if you're not committed to putting those in action, then ultimately this is going to be a big waste of your time. So for this section, I just want you to do something. Go away and do something that tangibly and physically demonstrates your commitment to continual growth as a lawyer. What's it going to be? It might be buying a journal to document your notes or to practice in the safe confines of your own environment to practice the skills you'll learn, or write notes down, or have a diary where you put something in there to say, in this space of time, I am going to be focused on developing my skills. Set aside time, make it real, and then do it. That is what this course is about, and that's what I want you to do for the action part of this particular session.